Hello! So for something completely different today, I've been chopping and welding these Subaru front hubs. Basically, oh god, just come back. Cutting an inch of the hub out, maybe on this side. Cutting that out of in between there and there. Chop that out, move it back, cut it, weld it, finish it off, and you end up with two pairs of these, which have to go on the Driftbaru, which I will now jack up. I'm going to take a video of the front angle before and once it's fitted, but there's a bit to do taking the hub off and drive shafts and stuff and putting it all back together and seeing how much more luck we get from our, well, mostly free modification, apart from buying the hubs. But assuming you had our original hubs, all you're doing is cutting and welding. Let's start that. Stage one is removing the old hub, which was there. I've cheated slightly. I've left the bottom ball joint on and split it where it joins the hub. You can do it that way, where you take the castellated nut off the bottom, take the whole thing, and then use your ball joint splitter tool to pull the thing out. But it's only been on there a few months, so I thought it would come off nice and easily, and it did. You could just leave your brake caliper in place, just hang it up in the spring so it's not hanging on the hose. Take the hub off, take the drive shaft out. In our case, we'll be taking the drive shaft out entirely and cutting it about there so that we still retain the ABS ring and the seal and the drive shaft stub, so that it holds the hub and the bearing assembly squashed together at the correct torque. Oh god, Jesus. But obviously we don't need the drive shaft anymore because it's no longer four-wheel drive, it's rear-wheel drive. So we'll chop that off and block up the gearbox end as well. Ugh, grease, yuck. Okay, so stage B is putting the new hub back on and putting it all back together. Here we are with the newly chopped hubs back installed. You can see now at the steering, we'll call it a knuckle, track rod end is now a lot closer to the main hub. I think I cut out an inch, maybe slightly over an inch of hub and welded it all back together. So it now gives us incredibly more luck. The only thing I had to do was to adjust the tracking, because with the hub moved closer in, the stock tracking, the wheels now pointed at funny angles, pointing out a lot of toe out, too much toe out than we really need to be scrubbing tyres all day. So I brought that in a little bit. Tyres are, well, wheels are mostly pointing straight ahead, just a little bit of toe out because that's what we want, and we've now got oodles more lock and no drive shafts, which is really nice. I've still to make a stub shaft that'll fit in there and bolt together, because if you don't do that, what you'll be doing is drive along and this wheel will fall off. Well, it'll nearly fall off, because well, this caliper will still try to hold the remnants of your brake disc in place, but it can all come loose and fall apart and make a mess, and you really don't want that. So we need stub axle to hold all the drive shaft bearing bits together, and that'll be that. Same for the gearbox end, mostly just to keep the oil in, because otherwise it leaks out like that. Well, it's not leaking out, obviously it's leaking into a container, because I'm going to catch it and save the environment. But that's it, all lowered, and wow, things spin really freely when there's no pads in your calipers. But that's another job. There we go, more drifting action. You can see it on the V Performance channel.